One preview of our Doctor Strange review.
Wingardium Leviosa. Oh.
So this is the 13th or 14th MCU film.
14th.
15th.
17th.
14.
It's 14th?
It's 15th.
1, 2, 10, 14.
1, 2, 10, 14.
1,
You know niggas can't count.
10, 14.
So this is the second MCU movie that's come out while we've actually been doing shit on the channel. Really only the first, because we weren't really doing shit during Civil War.
Nah.
Yeah, that was... Yeah.
For real?
That was too bad.
So,
We did
okay,
Civil War.
this is the... You weren't here, so get... yeah. This
Were you a member at the...
You were not here.
For Civil War?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't do that trailer, but I was still in the group.
No, you weren't.
No. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying you weren't in the review.
Fuck y'all nigga, I had shit to do.
No, you didn't. You were sleeping. So let's just say this is our honorary first
Fucking
one,
around.
because that's. I mean, the first it was good, but it was more like a podcast. We only videoed
Yeah.
it for like 5 minutes. So.
Yeah.
So first MCU movie reviewed by the explicit critics. Shit. That's all I got.
Explicit critics out.
How the fuck are you gonna tell me?
Nah, for real.
Nah. Before we go into spoilers, we'll give our initial thoughts
6.9.
on the characters. Yeah.
Wait, where is it?
D-Money ain't here, so.
6.9.
Nigga, you only picked me 69.
What did y'all think of the movie? Preliminaries, non-spoilers.
Let's start with Johnny Boy.
No,
Why not?
because I said so.
Ladies first. You ain't a lady?
No.
Because
Fucking
I'm a
man,
lady,
fucking
that's
bitch. So how
why.
about that?
Okay.
That voice is deep.
Oh, sorry. She wants
Did
to
everybody see that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loop that too.
What she
can
said? She
confirm
want to
that
smash
it's
down
not.
on the...
What?
Smash down on the... Where she said that loud and clear in the theater.
Oh, we were watching it in the theater.
Yeah, that's what made you watch it.
Alright, so
Slamming on my magic stick.
I got the
let's talk to the
magic
people,
stick.
let's talk to the people
I
that
know
didn't
back
see
there
the
once.
exclusive preview. Me and Swaggy G.
Alright.
D Will.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Like, I almost said love.
Damn, so good you can't even speak right.
You almost
I
I liked it a lot. It was fun. That was dope. I liked it. There's so much to see. I could probably watch it
He
a
loves
million
seeing a lot of
fucking
shit.
times, and I'll probably never see everything that's in that movie. There's
Yeah.
so much.
I feel like that.
Story was fine. I kind of actually liked it a lot.
The story was fine. I kind of actually liked it a lot.
Are you gonna?
Did you think you were really
Did
you think the story was
Is
gonna
this
be
your
trash?
review too? No, go ahead.
He's the echo.
You reviewing my review?
Alright.
Go.
Yeah, I'm reacting to your review, damn it.
Alright, Mooks.
6.9.
It was dope.
That's it?
Alright, so what did you think?
Damn it, she one up me
Yeah, I
again.
did.
Fuck.
Yep.
That's it? Just one?
Nah, visually it was
Well,
on
my
point.
hand's blocking my stuff, so
Your stuff.
My
Damn.
hands blocking
Damn.
my stuff. The kuka.
Alright, Swaggy.
Even after how much I hyped it in my head, it was still fantastic.
4?
Fantastical.
Fan
Oh.
4 stick?
It was fantastic. 4? Fuck, that's shitty.
Fat four stick. Sick reference.
So I thought it was nice as fuck. Like
How
kind of-
nice as fuck though.
Look kind of
like,
fuck,
I thought-
shit.
I
like big old
thought
titties, big ass fuck, or like
they were gonna put more
ass fuck.
Strange before the accident. But then,
Yeah, they just went.
Yeah,
oh.
they kind of went right into it,
No,
but
that's
I was
cool.
okay with
It's not
it.
really a spoiler.
Okay.
But I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Like after
They didn't
seeing
linger
it, I was
too-
alright with it. I thought it was gonna be more like build up, but I was cool.
See, what was good about that though, what you're saying is they didn't spend much time on it, but you got the point across
Yeah.
that he's amazing at his job.
Oh, yeah, he's a
everything.
dick.
Like, it wasn't a lot of time, but it was a lot of dialogue.
And one thing that in the preview we were saying we were going to be worried about that shit. He wasn't a dick in the preview, and he was
At
a
all.
dick in this fucking movie.
They cut all that
Yeah.
out, which was great.
Delete all that shit. Yeah. So that was great because I thought I was going to like him throughout the whole movie. At the start, I was like, yo, fuck this dude.
He said that. in the movie.
Yeah, the best part is when he just got checked.
Yeah.
That mess was hilarious.
She smacked him. You bow.
Oh,
Bitch hit him with the thumb. She's like,
Yeah. So let's hit on the characters before we hit spoilers.
hit on the kid.
So-
That's gay.
Mr. Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Not master.
Okay, let's
not
go
mister.
like least screen time. Like Wong, I liked him a lot.
Wong
like
the
Wong.
homie. Wong can live. I'm glad.
Wong
We're not
is
gonna talk
nice.
about Rachel McAdams.
Oh, I guess she is.
fine.
Yeah. She ain't,
Well,
she ain't that cool.
compared to
She was fine. I mean,
Who's
like,
obese?
Taylor-
What'd you say?
she wasn't the least
Oh.
compared to Kim.
yeah. So did you like her?
Yes.
She was cool.
Yeah.
She I feel like she was kind of needed.
Yeah.
Well, like, because if she wasn't there, then no
Yeah.
one would give a fuck about Strange.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm
Yeah, they
thinking.
showed that he's not always a dick through. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you can.
Because somebody cares.
He was a dick to her.
Screenwriting 101.
He was a dick to her and didn't even realize he was a dick to her.
Oh, he bit. Hey,
Oh,
he
he cut
dicked her
deep.
down hard.
Well, she was the same plot device as fucking Lois Lane was in Batman v Superman. Nobody would have given a fuck about Clark or Superman without her in that movie.
Except. I mean, we can
Except
talk about-
she was a lot better than Lois Lane because Lois Lane was dumb as fuck.
Yeah, she actually did something.
Oh my god.
That
Yeah,
didn't. She
wasn't-
actually did something that didn't get like
Yeah.
shut up, like
Yeah.
shut away. Like, oh, you did that for
She
nothing.
did a couple of things too.
She saved.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
She saved the movie.
But,
So, what? But what?
no, it's stupid.
Say it.
No, it's stupid.
Say it. We need a girl's opinion. What?
Stupid. I believe it's just weird because like she wasn't important in the fact like someone else could have been her and still have the same effect. But the fact like that it was her, it just
Like Rachel.
That was Rachel McAdams or just her character?
yeah, like
Like-
I know, but I'm saying like if it wasn't even Rachel McAdams, if it was someone else, I don't feel like it would have like
Like it was just another doctor?
like another actress you know.
So you think it was
Like
good
I feel
that
like
she played the part?
I liked her as as an actress and all that stuff she does well, but I'm just saying like when her parts in the role that she played, she didn't do something so like
Right.
that is only
Okay.
her.
Yeah,
That
she didn't like say
okay,
like
okay.
anybody else could have filled in
Okay, I get
and
what you're
still. Yeah, they could have saved some money there.
I mean, just like they could have done Natalie Portman, they didn't have to have her in fucking
That's true. And
the
Thor.
same role because she's a super good actor.
Depending on how they did it though, unless they like knew, because that whole Thor thing, she does become new Thor. It's just like, oh, they don't
No.
like playing on
She-
that.
she
Then they have
wants- she
another
wants to be
lead.
done
It's
with
like, oh, we got another
She's already
She
lead.
wants to be done.
She's already done. If not.
Yeah. She's not going to be in Thor 3. Good. I don't want her in there.
I mean, she, a little bit.
Christine, the villain. What's his name? How do you pronounce
I
it?
forgot.
Caecilius?
Yeah,
Caecilius?
Caecilius.
So-
That's his name.
I never know.
You liked him? I did like him, but I will say this. When people argue that Marvel has weak villains, sometimes I disagree. I can't disagree with this movie.
No, but then I don't know. Fuck spoilers. Though. I feel like
I almost did.
Yeah,
I almost
exactly.
did.
But let's just leave it at that. Like,
but
we'll touch
for
on that in
main
spoilers.
villain wise, I feel like
Yeah.
like he
was
Yeah.
mediocre.
it was a mediocre thing, but
Not
also
performance. It was a good performance.
Good performance?
Yeah.
Just in terms of the challenge, I suppose.
Yeah.
but also I like how they didn't really pick like a huge villain
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
good.
And it's like he's a mediocre villain anyway,
Yeah.
so like that fits.
We'll touch on it later in the spoilers because
That's
that's like
good.
a huge part
Yeah.
of like the MCU now.
All right.
Spoilers.
I'm so
That's the huge
Oh,
part.
God.
Ancient
Okay.
one.
I really
Hard as fuck.
Yo,
she is so.
Yo.
even though they gave her a lot of flack for fucking not being Asian and shit, she played that motherfucker. Hey,
She killed.
I really liked
props.
her.
Like, if
I really
she would have
liked
been
it.
in the movie more, she would have been my favorite character. Actually, she might have
She
been
might be my
favorite.
favorite too.
Oh, favorite character.
Just because she didn't give a fuck about anything.
She didn't.
She was
just
clowning this movie.
She clowned.
She called everyone.
But she was hard though.
I know
Like
when
all
the
her fight
fights-
scenes were the dopest.
The beginning of the movie.
His heart rate's kind of high. Brought that nigga. Nah, he looks fine. That nigga. She's a nigga. She's just a nigga. Kick that motherfucker out.
She did do niggerish stuff.
Whoa. How did you just say it?
Niggerish.
Oh, okay.
What'd you think I said?
I don't know.
The
But-
niggiest? I don't know.
No.
She,
The rest.
I thought you.
she was like a black mom.
All right. So would you?
I said I really liked her.
Barrymore though.
Because-
I liked him a lot. They just didn't give him enough.
Yeah, he seemed like he's just kind of standing around.
Yeah, I
He didn't
like
have any
that.
lines. He didn't have a lot of choreography.
But
I like
I
how
liked him.
I liked it. I like how they foiled his character. Not foiled. That was a terrible
Layered?
word. Yeah, layered his character and have him do that whole.
Yeah.
His progression through the movie was nice.
That's what I'm saying. I think they had him standing around because exactly.
We'll get
just
that
to show
later.
progression. That's
Are we
this
missing
movie is
anybody?
really good at progressing.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't do Strange.
I mean, are we missing anybody else?
Strange.
That's what he just said. Anybody else besides the main character? So yeah, the last character is Strange. I liked him way more than I thought I was going to because I did not like him in the preview.
There was.
You just thought he was too likable.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And I thought he was super unlikable at the start, which actually gives him a character arc.
He was unlikable.
He actually
through
changed.
a lot of it.
Yo, he was unlikable until probably the end.
Really?
Wow.
Up until the point where
I thought he was
fought,
cool at the place.
Up until he fought, dude.
Which place?
Up until
I
he
can't
fought.
say.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I won't say it.
I mean,
No, say it. Say it.
no.
You thought what?
Say it loud.
Because I feel like if when the trailers that shit when it was from him from rich to poor when he was on the glass and switched just like that was enough for me. I thought he was gonna be a dick to begin with, because that shit he looked like a fucking nice ass rich ass man, and then you look like a bum homeless hobo.
Bro, with the beard and everything.
Yeah, so it's I feel like no matter what, he was gonna be a dick in the beginning.
That's good, but what I'm saying is we saw the actual 15-minute preview. I'm saying off that preview, we thought he was going to be different. Off just the trailers, I get what you're saying. Did you like him, D-Wells?
Yeah, I liked him a lot. He's I like his character a lot. You know how they said they're gonna do reshoots or something to add more humor?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like there was too much, except for that one part. But
I disagree.
I wouldn't say it was too.
I wouldn't say it was too much.
I feel like there was more
too much.
ill placed.
Yeah, it's
That's
one
what
or
I'm
two
saying.
times where it's I don't know. But then the rest kind of it was fine with me.
Oh, I was definitely cool with it. I just think this was one of the Marvel movies that maybe had the most missteps with the humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even that it was too much. Just there was a few that were okay,
You can
that
tell.
was-
You
that
can
was
tell they
supposed
were
to be funny, but
It's like
That's the reshoot, right there.
yeah, that's true. If you were thinking about that, yeah.
I just think that I biased that I was already gonna like Doctor Strange just because it was him.
Why?
Just because it was, I don't know how to say his last name.
Just because he was
Cumberbatch?
coming back.
Yeah.
Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
Cucumberbatch.
Cumberbund.
Cucumberbatch.
Well, that's good though, because that's why they got him to play the role, because he's such a good actor.
Batch of cucumbers.
You think he's a good role? He's a good Doctor Strange?
I do.
Cumberbatch?
I thought he was super good.
I thought it was.
You didn't think he was?
I was questioning it because
I I thought it was.
He was. Yeah, I saw him like when he played Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, that was really good. But I was like, oh, can he?
But you mean Sherlock?
Yeah, Sherlock. It's the English.
Way different.
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Sherlock.
Well, yeah, he's a way different character. Yeah. Do we have anything else before spoilers?
Nah, spoilers.
Alright.
Spoilers.
So,
Dormammu!
if you haven't seen the movie, well, fuck it. I predicted it. Everybody can go play that fucking back. I said that he's gonna be in it.
I feel
A lot of motherfuckers thought they were gonna save him for the second movie.
Nah, I like the way they put him in. Though.
No, I liked
how they put him in. I like the way they portrayed him.
It's like
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
cool with it. Yeah,
I'm cool
was
with that
dope.
because first of all, the layered. That's how like based off the original one.
Oh, I like that.
Because
It's
of the
just
lines, but
I
then
thought
they
they
made
could've
him
done better.
like bigger than what he like to his full extent.
well, he's big as he wants to be in the dark. World.
Yeah, and that's dope as crap.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's.
I wish they would have given him more than just a face.
They did.
Well, they kind of did in
top
one
half.
shot. In
Yeah.
one shot, they did, but I wasn't feeling just a face. Like I wish he would have shrunk down to Strange's size and then fucked him up. That would have been hard. Him just looking at him the whole time didn't seem as personal to me.
I mean, but did he really want it to be personal? Because he was in
Torturing
his
is
he was
worse
in
when
his
it's more
realm.
personal.
Yeah. He's like the god looking at the ant.
Yeah, and he's like, okay, you're in my world, and like you're trying to like I'm gonna fuck you up. But then he realized that it wasn't in, like he didn't have control.
Yeah, that's one of the critiques that I have of it. I just thought that whole scene, even though I loved it and it was super enjoyable, I'm like, Dormammu wouldn't have given up that easy. He just started being a little bitch at the end, like, you're in control. Get the fuck out of here. Dormammu would have kept doing that shit forever. Like, he really bitched Dormammu with that.
Yeah,
Get the fuck
he
out of
did.
here. How is
Yeah,
Dormammu having any problem with that? It's not like he's on the losing side.
If anything, I would.
Like I could just kill you forever.
Yeah. I would have just thought
I feel
of
like
better
he should
and better
get-
ways to
he should
fucking...
get like he give him like a little bit of hope and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
And then
But
like, nah.
well, I didn't understand. I just didn't get like, if it's beyond time, there's no essence of time. Why did something that involved time even?
Well, that's why he saw it. He's like, oh, it's beyond time, but...
But
I
I
don't
felt like
think it
that
can
should
be-
have only affected him. It shouldn't have affected Dormammu. Like he could keep coming back.
Well, they said earlier on in the movie that it can create time loops, and he said it to create a time loop. So that's why it didn't affect Dormammu. That's why Dormammu knew.
Oh, that's why he's like, okay.
That's why Dormammu knew, like, what the fuck is happening. So it only affected Strange.
Shit,
Like,
he should have just left the ass there. Like he didn't have to even fuck with them then.
why? He had to. He had to be there to do it.
No, Dormammu could have.
Dormammu.
Dormammu could have just gone his own, like about his own business. Because Strange was
that
just
is true. That is true.
because he just kept coming back, and he's just like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, true. He could have literally just fucking imprisoned himself.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
put him in a little deal. It's like, all right,
All right, motherfucker, here you go.
Yeah.
And you sit there. Time out.
I mean,
I do wish that they like, because he could do so much, but I felt like they just kept killing him the same way.
Stabbed.
Well, it was
The
like
only
a couple
reason
different ways.
the only reason I think they did that is because some of it would get too gruesome. Which I would love to see, like, an extended cut of that and get like his limbs ripped off and like
Oh fuck! Even the start was dope. They fucking came in and just.
With
I didn't know what the fuck they were gonna do. I was like, damn. And then
the very beginning, the opening.
they cut that nigga's head off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And you snatched him up and then.
I was like, oh, he's about to talk to this fool.
Yeah. I thought he
I was
was gonna say
hoping to like rip his
Yeah, I thought
arms
they were
and legs
gonna
off
rip
I
and
was
then
like, oh, some gang is coming.
it's a game.
And he brought the little bucket outside. What's the dude that got
Yeah, I
that
was like,
bucket?
I was like, oh, he's about to make him talk into a bucket and some like lights and shit gonna come out of the bucket. Nah, he just dropped his head in there.
All right. So let's get back, to the start of the movie. The opening scene is dope. The whole chase between the Ancient One and Caecilius.
Oh my god. the fucking buildings are
She was so hard whenever she was fighting.
She was just punking for it, bro. This is
fucking crazy, man.
She's nice.
Where y'all going? Nah.
See, I love that though. Like, I love that it actually tilts the fucking gravity and people start falling and shit. And the whole going into the, what do they call the fucking things where they open it up?
The portals?
Yeah. The whole portals were so nice. Like how they would fall into them and then land on their feet.
Yeah.
Like if they were, that was so dope. Shit.
The visuals of that first scene was amazing. It set the whole tone for the visuals.
Well, just overall,
yeah.
I think the visuals are some of the best I've ever seen in any genre.
But I feel like everyone would have to see it in IMAX, and this is a movie to watch.
I don't know.
Watch in like real 3D.
Oh, I agree with that. Like, you should do it, but I think even how far back we were, I still thought I was missing shit on the sides.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I watched it on a regular movie screen, I'd be able to catch more shit.
I was trying.
Not be more immersed, but
I was trying to like look
get
out,
everything.
Yeah.
But it's
so
too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
And the screen's so big that it's like you can't focus on the whole shit. But yes, if you can see it in IMAX 3D, because it was actually good in 3D, which is like
because usually like the movies like have like those weird moments that should be in 3D,
and then
the rest of the movie just
it's like, oh, this is just a normal movie, but that one was.
I mean, I think the glasses are sometimes distracting.
Oh yeah.
I will say that. I wish they
Yeah.
had
Sometimes
3D
it kinda
contacts or some
No,
shit.
That'd
it's
be too
not
much
for
work.
that. Just like
I think
look
my
at
contacts
them.
have to put 3D contacts
Well,
in.
true, but
But it's
something
like,
3D contacts.
since those are
That
like
would be
one
annoying.
size fits most glasses, and it's like, okay, there's a point where like you don't realize that you're wearing the glasses, and then the point where it's like, oh fuck, I got these glasses on, and then shit starts to happen. Like you're like, you feel like a little too tight, and that kind of like for a second distracts you from the movie.
but did you like it though?
Yeah, you got the strike back. Huh?
Did you like it in 3D?
No, I didn't say that I didn't like it. I just said sometimes it's distracting.
Having to wear the glasses.
Yes, because they're not comfortable to begin with.
Especially when you have glasses.
Yo, wake up.
Like me.
That's why I didn't wear mine.
Making sure you had glasses.
For a
I
second.
have your glasses.
Alright, so I think that some people will say the pacing wasn't that good. Which I did not have a problem with it.
Me either.
I thought it was like the first 5 minutes he's already like had his accident. And
Yeah, I
he's
know.
already
Some people are
busted
gonna be
up.
like, oh, way too fast.
That's what I thought at
But
first,
there's
then
so
it was
much
like,
other stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like
I will say this, it seemed unbelievable how fast he was picking shit up. But they only have so much time to show that, so I...
But he has a photographic memory. And
oh my gosh. Whatever.
I mean, I
like, it didn't make him seem like he was so special that he's so much above everybody else.
Yeah.
Because he was shitting on people. It's kind of like Harry Potter to the 10th degree.
well,
It's like you
not
just
even
learn
that-
magic and you're just fucking
But
everybody.
he wasn't fucking everybody, Harry Potter.
No, I know. I said to the
okay.
10th degree.
Yeah, because at the beginning, like he couldn't even fucking draw the circle.
Yeah.
But then, like he was mastering other stuff, and then he had to do the circle again, and it was just like, oh yeah, you still haven't mastered this shit, but you're on other fucking books and shit. Like, how is that even?
I feel like the fact that I saw the cartoon helped.
Yeah.
Because the shit that happened in the beginning, how like, or after the accident, and like how he was like dumb broke, but I think that kind of got like blurred just a little bit until what's her face came in and said you have like no more money left, because when he was like with the board and stuff, it just seemed like, oh yeah, like it kind of made it come across like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna help you out, like something like that, even though you kind of know like he's gonna pay for it, but it's like you're still in this nice ass house and or whatever that's called, penthouse, and then she's like, well, you have like almost no more money.
Oh, that's true. I see what you're saying.
I could have seen him struggle a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
There was a point where he's looking at the dude's file, the X-ray, and he just has a candle in his giant penthouse because the electricity is off.
Yeah, but okay, he's still in a penthouse.
Penthouse,
Like,
yeah.
I wish I would have seen him like in the streets getting like
evicted or
yeah.
Like, even if he had the candle shit, like, I don't think anyone else is gonna notice that as much as some people who watch the other part, because then they're like, oh, what the fuck is that X-ray? And then things like that, they're not gonna.
Yeah, I would have been down to see the struggle more. I feel like they tied in his struggle being into after he got there.
Yeah.
To him struggling to, like, accept it and learn stuff.
Yeah, I feel like he came to his acceptance pretty fast.
Yeah, like
to understanding.
Well,
it's because she threw his ass in Mount Everest. You would have figured shit out too.
That shit was so dope.
Like the way she did it too. She was just like, follow me.
She's like, most people can do this for 30 minutes. You'll probably last 2. And then
bye.
What I did like about this ancient one, I mean, I liked almost everything about her, but she was not an all-knowing person. Like, she was unsure if he was going to come back. Like, she was hoping he would come back.
Any minute now.
She was like, had faith in him, but she didn't, like, he'll be back. Like, I feel like that's what the ancient one is.
Yeah, and then she showed, like doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she, like, looked worried for a little bit, and then he showed up.
And, like, she dies. So, during her during her death scene...
We're not going in order at all.
Well, but no, this has to do with her character. So while she was in that like astral form, while she froze time before she died, like you saw, like there was vulnerability in her. Mm-hmm. She's not she's the ancient one, but she still has doubt, just like everybody else. So that was dope. Person. Yep. So that was nice.
Well,
one of her dopest moves was when Caecilius smashed the ground with his signature move. She caught that shit and sent it back.
Take your shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and that first scene when she was chasing him and she was just bending all the shit and smashing people.
I literally said that like twice.
Yeah, we said that one.
I don't care. That was dope.
Go ahead. What you want to say, Johnny boy?
I got the name right. Look at that. Shooting star.
I'm not saying it based off a sexist thing, but like from what you're saying, like do you think they did that because she is a woman?
Did what?
Oh, show more like
if they did, that was some slick shit.
But they
I wasn't even thinking about that.
No, but she showed like that she's vulnerable and stuff like that. Like, did they just be not just because, but like kind of having the woman's side part of her? Because obviously she's clearly not a man.
Could be. I didn't think about it though.
I didn't even think of her as a man or a woman. I just saw her as
an
entity.
I kind of agree with that.
No, that's just who
the ancient one.
She is. Like that never occurred to me.
It's like she's just Boss Hog. Like that's it.
Man, they did. That's some slick shit.
Yeah,
I
but
think about
even when I was watching it, it's not like I was like saying like, oh, she's a man, she's a woman. Like obviously, I knew that it was gonna be her that's playing the role. But I'm saying, in order for like that moment, like that softness and stuff like that, to portray that type of vulnerability, like it kind of encompassed like, okay, well, they're saying like when she's going through the shit with like, oh, like time, and I always come back to this part and always this, but there's certain things it's like, oh, like to connect more with a character like as they progress or as they're about to die.
Let me put it like this. During the movie, I didn't think about her being a woman, but now that I think about it, I liked her being a woman more because Strange was so arrogant and he just kept getting bitched by a girl. And I feel like that just got under his skin even more.
Well, it totally shows you that. When he
first walked in, it was like...
And he starts talking to the other dude?
I give Marvel some major props for having the big balls to have a dude that looks like the real ancient one from the comics and literally saying, fuck you, it's this white bald chick. I was like, I can't even believe they're doing this. They're literally saying to the fans, they're like, oh, it's not an Asian old man. Like, fuck you.
They didn't even have a hand. Like, they should have.
Yeah, that's another part. So, my hands ain't working. It's like, nigga, come here. Look at this nigga. He got one hand.
That's got one hand.
And then he did that shit fast. He's like...
Yep. And he didn't even just build a portal. He built like the whole shit that she had showed him before, and then like made it disappear. And he was like, "Oh fuck, maybe I can't do it."
Going back to what you were saying, if it was a man written in that same scene, I feel like it wouldn't have the same impact.
I don't think it would have.
I don't. Yeah.
Talking about when she smacked the astro.
No, when
she's
she's
dying.
The dying one.
As a man, it would be more like yes, they're both philosophical, but it would be so like to me it would sound cold. But with her saying it. Because even with her voice, it was like, okay, like all this stuff.
I thought it was a perfect choice.
Like, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was negative at all. I just want to, like, pose that as a question, like, maybe, because I know the real one or whatever was a man, and now she's a woman.
If it was a man, I feel like they would have to go, like, he...
Like, I don't think it would be that scene.
He looked up to that person more.
Yeah.
Like, they would build up that more, like, oh, I should replace this. Rather than giving him the choice, like... I feel like they would have to do it completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, her question is genius, though, because I didn't even think about that. It could definitely be that, and I think if it was that, though, it's all for the better, because I think she is the ancient one I wanted to see.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make it a sexist thing. I'm making it more of like, oh, you know, like.
Let's hope that's what Mary Jane is too.
Yeah.
Oh, white girl.
Don't get your hopes up.
The white girl ball. Just kidding. All right, so let's see. So once he got there, that scene where he's going through all the dimensions, did you like that shit?
I don't even know if my mind could have like captured.
Well, you're gonna have to see it a bunch.
Oh, no, hell yeah. It's not about like I have to see it a bunch.
Everything in a different spot this time.
Oh yeah, from the preview.
Like I wasn't. I'm not saying like if I see it all the time, but it's like to see it, but like have your brain like understand how it's being executed. Like with that shit when it was his hands and then his hands.
That was so dope.
Fucking love that shit.
It progressed.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be the best GIF ever. Once that shit comes out, just like the eye.
But then like when all that shit made it turn into his face, and then it's like.
The nigga went into his eye.
Yeah.
And then he tried to hold on the fucking side of the eye, and then he fell down.
Every finger had a hand, and then
every finger on the hand had a hand.
That was such a mindfuck.
But then my question is like I don't know. I'm not trying to
That's
about
fine.
this MCU.
You're
thing,
supposed to.
But I'm trying to think like so if Strange was in Ant-Man and at the end if Ant-Man when he was going into like sub whatever could Strange find that shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one. That was one of the dimensions.
Yeah. That's what they said.
I just want to make sure.
I feel like I saw some of the quantum realm when he was.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Because like when it got silent and then that shit.
Looking for Ant-Man's wife.
Yeah.
Well, then that too.
Janet, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Janet Van Dyne.
Yeah. That. I don't think I can I'm not gonna get tired of that for a while, for a long time.
Yeah, that was a great introduction to the multiverse because they can do so much with that in the fucking future.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, especially when he said, because they were like, oh, this could create different branches every time you use that. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh, well, fuck. There can be so many different movies. I can set up freaking...
Reboot.
This, well,
you can set up
whatever.
Set up a reset button.
You can set up whatever.
Different
like literally anything.
But what we were saying is, even without movies, when we saw the preview, because they showed the same scene, they could set up like things from the comics currently.
That's
like
how I was about to go
like the Thor that's a girl or the Asian Hulk. Like you could have them be in one of the like alternate realities.
Yeah, but or if they want to go anything ultimate now, they totally have.
Well, I think it's a hybrid.
Well, yeah, it is because Black fucking Nick Fury.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's a hybrid already. But yeah, they could do. I wouldn't want to see full movies of that shit necessarily, but yeah, that would be dope. Like he goes to like a different multiverse in New York, and like every character is a different alternate person. That should be dope. What are you gonna say?
It's the end credit scenes.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to do that yet.
At the end.
Okay, so. Yeah, then he goes like into the like training montage, which I did like. Like it was good enough for me, but I feel like other people are like, "Oh, it's unbelievable how fast he excelled at all this shit."
It was a little too fast, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? They could have made the movie longer. It was only 2 hours though.
It could have been longer.
It definitely could have been longer.
If DC had, I bet they stretched that motherfucker out.
Yeah, and then they'd have the extended cut, extra 13 minutes.
See, like this
bullshit.
This is when you have an extended cut.
Yes,
I know.
Yes. Oh my. Yes, I'd watch another hour of that.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like this is exactly when you have an extended cut. Like, oh, let me see the rest of this training. Because training is you can short down training, but
I even like the thought of like that type of a library, like with all that weird knowledge and shit. I wish he would just go like through the book, like seeing different creatures, That would be dope.
I did have a problem at first with like while we were watching it, like how like if these are like forbidden and she doesn't really want anybody.
They weren't though. They said they weren't.
Yeah. Well, no. Anything she said. Anything like in it was
you're not,
like,
supposed,
you're not
to
supposed to do it.
You can like see it.
Exactly. But I was like, oh, these are kind of easy to expose. Like, why don't if they're this important, why aren't they like more secure?
Well, who else is walking in there besides people that are at the monastery or whatever?
That's what I said when I was first.
Like somebody walks in off the street.
Just like no, because they knew what's his name went evil.
Caecilius.
Yeah, and then so it's like okay, well, if he ever does, or if any like just take a little bit of precautionary measures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or this is the way that fool was just taking books.
That's true.
I was like, what kind of?
I think that's like one of those things. It's like, okay, yeah, you're not supposed to, but that can be like a whole like type of Adam and Eve shit. Like you can do that shit.
There was definitely Adam and Eve shit in this fucking.
But movie. But then again, I saw it like once the movie kept going, I was like, okay, well now that kind of makes sense. Like they like set it up for
snatching books when Juan was there and didn't get in trouble for it.
See,
we got a talking to.
Yeah, because they said that he shouldn't be using those portals in the fucking.
I like the library stuff, but I feel like it just got like shot down. Like it got like my mood was killed when they brought like pop culture into that shit. Like I don't think that was necessary. I don't really like.
Really?
I liked it because he came from like another world basically.
I like it. He came from the Western world.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's fine, but it's just.
I didn't feel when he was fucking listening to Beyonce. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, okay.
It was funny. It was funny, but no, that wasn't. No.
It's just like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like you can't bring pop culture into it. It's just the way that it was done. Like it's like I'm in a scene and it's like you want to put like comedy, but like putting those names and name dropping just kind of like.
Oh, I didn't like that scene. That was not funny either.
That's
I didn't like when he got like Eminem.
I didn't like that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
and it was just long. Yeah, it just kept going.
Like it made it seem like this is like a blooper reel kind of thing, but let's just kind
of
put it in there.
Blooper reel.
No, it was. Like it's probably one of those reshoots, like he's talking about.
After like, Adele, I thought he was gonna stop.
Yeah,
and
he should have.
Because I was like, why?
Because I was like, oh, that's funny, Adele, and I was like. And he just kept on going.
Because they already had the current shit when he was doing... I like that when he was doing surgery and that music was going on. And it's like, okay, I know that. But it doesn't take away from the scene or what I'm into. But like you saying Adele, Eminem, and then Beyonce and all that shit, I didn't...
It would have been funnier if Juan was like, get the fuck out of here. After he said that. But he just had a straight face and like...
Slapped him through the ass.
Yeah, or something like that.
Sent him through again. Like, get the fuck out of here.
You wanna play games? It was so dope when the freaking cape chose him.
The cape, oh
yeah. So
I love the
before
cape.
that though, he learns how to do the Iron Motto, which was so nice. Seeing that scene with the apple, that shit was.
I like how. He did it a bunch of times because any normal person's like, hold up now.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna keep doing it. Like, oh shit. Like.
So right after that, wasn't there an attack or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like almost right after.
Yeah. They were.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then boom.
Well, because they went in the room. They went into the room to show him the three portals or the three. Yeah. Whatever. And then they fucking blasted that one dude through the portal.
Yeah. Which was. Every portal scene in this movie was hard as fuck.
Oh man, especially the fucking windows.
When he threw him through the window and then turned it.
Those windows are so dope.
What we're getting at, so he gets knocked into the portal to the...
For LA. For New York.
LA. They got the LA Sanctorum. At New York Sanctorum, he goes outside, see he's on, what is it, 1770
Bleecker Street.
Bleecker Street. Which is dope, that's from the comics. But the Sanctorum looked perfect.
Yep.
The inside looked dope. And like right when he gets there, really they attack.
Well, what?
Well,
Right? No.
They had
Right
a
when
Guardian. He wandered around.
he wandered around for a cool minute.
Oh, he did. And
Yeah.
saw a
It
bunch
was-
of dope artifacts in there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no.
Then he started breaking shit. When they started fighting, he picked up the damn vase and threw it at him.
Yeah, it's true. He does.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like he
But
didn't give a
but-
shit anymore.
the
After they killed the Guardian,
Yeah.
then like I don't know, I wouldn't have said shit. I would have to go
But
somewhere
But then I was
else.
like, why is the master like the only one there?
Yeah.
They thought he was hard enough.
Wait,
He got his ass whipped.
Those
Yeah,
did
before
he
he-
really die?
No, they,
yeah, he
no.
died.
They
He
said
got
that he was
stabbed
back.
twice.
No, they said that he was back at the other place.
Really?
Really?
They said they
Yeah.
brought his
How the
body
fuck
back.
did
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
it's
about
a-
his body.
Yeah.
I don't. They
I
didn't
mean,
say
yeah,
body.
no,
they
he
said
dead.
they brought
I
him
just
back.
thought they brought him
He
back.
dead.
I didn't say I didn't hear they
And
say
he
his
was
body
black.
back.
That dude's dead.
I just heard that they brought him
I'm
back
pretty
to the
sure
other
they said
place.
brought him
Oh,
back.
maybe
They
they
didn't say I brought
Really?
his body back. They
Yeah,
said,
I didn't hear the fact that he was dead.
Shit, they had to heal him
sure.
up.
Because he's like, oh, he's in the hallway, and he's like, oh, we brought him back to such and
They
such.
said his body's in the hall. I'm pretty sure they said his body's.
No, the
in the
body in the
that's the
hall is
other
the guy
dude, the
that
bad
he
guy.
electrocuted
Yeah.
or whatever through that. Those,
That part was
That-
dope
that-
too.
the
fight
figure,
through
or
the
how it's
house.
called.
Yeah, the fight through the house was nice.
Because he started bending everything.
Shit.
No.
Caecilius did.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Was that before or after he got the cloak?
That was
before the cloak?
Before the cloak.
Because then
The close
Then,
Yeah,
then
'cause
they
then-
went to
'cause-
the other room and then started breaking all the
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And then he knocked him over the
I
stairwell
was
and
gonna
the cloak
call-
picked
I
him
was gonna
up.
call this dude Malekith. I was gonna just call him Malekith.
So, yeah, but when he was in there with his two acolytes, and he was kicking them, like, through the doors, like you were saying, that shit was so nice. And he was just changing it, like the rainforest.
Yep.
He banished that shit while she's running to the
She's
portal.
running. She was
literally, she was like, fuck, I gotta get back.
She was running hard too.
But the only thing is, like, can't you just portal back?
No, because you have to have
She didn't have the
the ring.
ring. Yeah.
They have to have the ring.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, oh, he don't got the thing. And then that's why he's like, Malekith.
Caecilius.
Caecilius. That's why he was like, oh, you don't have your thing. And then the other guy came.
Yeah. So then they go, it's just one-on-one, fair one.
But I like,
What?
I like when they were one-on-one and when he ran to that shit and picked that shit up and he's like, you don't even know what that
Yo, he was
Yeah.
dipping.
Yeah.
He was like, wow, you don't know how to use this shit. But that's another thing. Like, he knew that he wasn't, like, he was new.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was fucking around with him at first.
Oh, yeah.
So I was waiting for him to be like, okay, you can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Well, he did. He got fucked up. He's getting kicked through all those fucking
Yeah.
the glass cases, and then
I feel like
That's
that shit
because
fucked him up more though.
the all three of
That's
them,
true.
all
That's
three
true.
of them were still there, and then Caecilius was just standing in the back, I'm just gonna bend shit, and everyone else would just like, pop out of places and kick him through walls and stuff.
Yeah.
But like,
But
and
once
he
they
was
got one
fucking him
on-
up in that hallway. Though
Yeah.
I want to mention that where he's just like rolling him in the.
And he was
fucking-
just
boom, boom.
well, not even that one. When like he was running and then he moved it and it's like he's on a treadmill.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
couldn't go anywhere.
and he stretched out the hallway.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
In 3D.
It was.
Like I'm not gonna do nothing, but you can't go nowhere neither.
Some Willy Wonka
Yep.
shit
And then the
or something.
cake fucking saved his ass. He's about to get fucked.
So we
up.
saved one of the characters for spoilers. He crashes into its case. Fucking the cloak. That's a character,
Of levitation.
which was dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He was
Because he was just sitting there and it just starts blocking shit, and he's like, what the fuck
Yeah.
No, it's
going on?
It's even better because like in the comics, it doesn't give you the sense of like the cloak is its own being
Yeah,
or an entity. So it's like another view is like, oh, that's even doper. Because the cloak does like choose who it wants to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it, but it doesn't give it that personification
pet or
type.
something.
Yeah.
But before he got smashed to that and he first saw it, was that like obviously who everyone knows that it's gonna be his, but is that kind of like him
Oh, the way it
responding
moved?
to it, like
Yeah.
that's who I want to choose or something like that?
It could have.
Could be.
I mean, because it did like move a lot.
Because it
Yeah.
moved and then it went back when he walked away, but
Yeah.
And then when it broke, it was just like, nah, you're mine. And
It's like
started blocking stuff.
Blocked it.
But then it like
Went
totally told him which weapon to actually
That
get.
beat-
Yeah. He's like, no fool. I want to. He's
like
like,
choking
nah,
him.
you don't
He's
want
like
that.
It's like, no,
It was like,
over here, this way, this way.
You wouldn't let him have it.
I thought he was gonna put his
That thing
Hey,
was
but
dope.
fucking him in the
But
mouth.
he reacted like anyone else would, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go this. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, that is exactly what it was, because you saw an offensive weapon and he didn't know the other one was a defensive weapon. So
he's like, I want this goddamn axe. And the cloak's like, no, you want this.
The funny thing is, like, because in the new one, like, Strange now does have the axe.
Oh, he does?
Pretty dope, yeah.
But that shit made that, whatever his name, an automatic bitch. Like,
yeah, it's like,
bend
me over.
Like, the guy really did. It bent him over, pulled his arms back. Like,
and then Strange took the gag freaking ball out of his mouth and shit.
He's like, I'll put this back on if you don't shut up.
With his dick in your mouth.
Do you want this dick back in your mouth?
Oh, man. That was...
His dick is satisfaction.
And I like that after that, like the shit with the hospital scene.
Oh, they were fighting natural form.
That was dope too.
Yeah. But like how like little things kept like moving and shit, like when it gets bumped.
Yeah, like
on the
if
table.
the force of the impact was enough, like it would actually do something.
I liked her reactions.
Yeah.
Because she looked like she was for real
She's like, what the fuck? Like,
she did, but she looked like she wasn't a bitch. Like she kept going and doing what she needed to do.
Yeah, and see that's like okay, I like that, like how like all those responses, because it's like okay, you know, this man's still dying, but if this shit keeps moving, I'm gonna stab him or something like that.
But she wouldn't have been like that if Strange didn't appear to her first and say like, chill, like this is all happening, but you just have to focus on what's real.
Like if he had just started fighting and she never saw him, she would have
gypped.
Yeah. I just I still understand like why the portal stayed open for that long.
He kept it open. He said he kept it open.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like,
when he went back, he said, I opened the portal and I left it open in the mop room. I would have shut it though. Like, you can open another one?
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was going to go to the same spot. I don't know.
Yeah.
He can open
No,
the
you
portal
can
anyway.
just,
It don't matter.
No, I know,
You
but
just-
I
it
do.
just seemed like it's
Think about where you want to go.
Wax off, portal.
He purposely put it in a fucking mouth in the fucking ER shit.
Because anybody could have walked in there when he was fighting.
That door wasn't locked.
I do think some people will say she was too accepting of this shit.
Nah.
Because she saw a lot. Yes. Some people
saw
say
a lot.
Some
she
people
saw a
will say
lot.
that. Like she walks into a room and the cloak is just flying.
And she just looked at it, but I mean, at that point, she had already seen the
Yeah,
astral
you're
stuff.
fucked.
After that, I feel like.
I mean, I could see that, but even in the
right.
beginning, like, it could also be like, she's in shock, like, getting all this shit. He's like, what the fuck are you wearing? So then you have to go through that, and then she's like, what stabbed you? I don't know. And then see him in his astral form. It's like, you know what? I've seen a lot of shit today, so a floating cloak is not gonna bug me right now.
She's a doctor.
She's a doctor, but you don't see that shit.
Yeah.
And she's from New York, and New Yorkers are always portrayed as, like, they don't believe shit. Or they just, nothing phases them. So
I was fine with it. Like, it didn't take me out of the movie, but I think it will take some people out of the movie. I think they'll be like, oh, she was way too calm and stuff.
I believed it.
I mean...
But I think, but there are those people that, like, could see a lot of shit, not talking about, like, whatever, but, and still be, like, I gotta keep calm for my own sanity, so, you know what, I'm not gonna panic, and then, whatever.
People are gonna call it.
So I can see how it could be taken too accepting too fast, because that was like...
Yeah, but that's a like negative in a lot of movies. Like you'll see something that's like your heart would stop, and they're like, "Oh, okay, let's just go on with it." So I think some people say that about this movie.
It's because they always portray New Yorkers that way.
Yeah.
Most stuff's in New York, and they always portray them that way. Like they just don't care that outlandish stuff is happening.
So like that alien attack.
Yeah, they got Independence Day shit going on.
So that whole chase scene between Mordo, Strange, and Caecilius and two of his dudes was nice.
Because Strange didn't know that he made the biggest mistake he could have made.
Dope.
I mean, no, that was smart.
It was still smart because nobody got hurt in the real world.
Yeah, and the Sanctum would have been
people would have got fucked up. People would have got
falling
fucked
off
up.
the world and shit.
So Mordo was like, "You just fucked up. And
you just killed us."
But it was only fucked up for them. It only put them in danger.
That's all he cared about.
Well, true, but like the way they portrayed Mordo is, I thought he was more like selfless because that's how they portrayed him in the movie. He was saying like,
yeah.
At the very end, it changes, but we'll get into that.
Before after he said that shit though about her.
This was before.
Oh.
Because they were about to destroy it.
No,
Yeah, they were
no,
like in a
no.
circle.
He had already told.
Is this before or after Strange said like she's doing this shit?
No, it was after that, but Mordo didn't believe him.
Yeah.
And then when she came into
He was doing that because he was like
with him, then she had the mark.
Because Mordo was like, they're about to come back. We need to fight again.
Which I didn't get why she had that mark.
Yeah, like
Because she made it disappear too. Like, why would you even have showed anybody except to give the audience knowledge that it actually was true?
Well, and Mordo.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter how Mordo finds out. It only matters how the audience finds out. As long as he believes it, it doesn't matter how. So yeah.
That chasing,
That chasing was so nice. I love when he like was setting up the portals.
Yeah,
so
he's like, nah.
And that Stanley cameo was dope.
What? I wanted to see what book he was reading though.
I think he's just reading some magazine. He could have
They
been
said
reading something. You think it was some Marvel? Like old Marvel?
Nah. It was something about perception or something like that.
I hope not.
That was dope though. Strange just kept trying to get out, and then Caecilius is like, "This is where you're going." Nah, you're going that way now.
Oh, you trying to make a
then
portal?
the Ancient One shows up and
Fucking
shit up.
beats ass.
Yeah, first she built like a whole battleground.
Oh yeah, a final like a stage on like
On
Super
Smash. It
Bros.
looked like a Smash
That's what
stage.
it looked
Like
like.
she just built it up, and then like
There's
everybody just stopped.
Everybody gets
Pokemon
200%.
Yeah, kind of like
It was
that.
that Pokemon stage.
Everybody gets a color. Fight.
But the way Caecilius killed her,
That was
hard.
whack. Oh,
you
really?
thought that was whack?
I don't like
He
that.
tricked her big time.
Yeah.
You didn't like that?
Wait,
I wanted to go out more
Wait,
like
what happened again?
damn.
When he
Like, you
put
got
that ring
outdid.
on and
Oh,
then
you didn't.
he
She wouldn't have got.
whatever that mattered and then opened the portal.
The
stabbed
portal-
her,
the
and
portal
pushed
part
her
was
in there,
dope.
and she felt him and
Now he stabbed it through.
No, I know what
that
happened.
matter
Yeah.
shit.
I know what happened.
I really
the,
think
the
the
way
thing
he set
that killed her
he
is
set
her
it up.
falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
she,
shit.
like,
Yeah, now
fell
I remember.
hard.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cause she fell through that glass.
Like
Yes.
she would have survived
Through the
that
glass.
stab because
Yeah.
it was what?
Yeah, it was
So
like, bam, bam. I was like, oh, fuck.
She didn't see that
do
stab
they not
coming
need to
though.
Wear that?
no, he shielded him with the fucking.
Yeah, he stabbed
stabbed
her
his
through
own
someone
person.
else.
Yeah, no, I saw
Through his
that.
own dude.
But
I wouldn't think you gonna stab me through somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
But did he? I know they need that shit, but then didn't they say like whatever the slip shit?
The ring.
Yeah, whatever that's called.
Yeah, what was that called?
It's like it said like a
Something
slip,
ring.
Slip something.
a slip
Slip finger.
ring,
I don't remember.
slip key,
Slip ring, there you go.
slip ring or slip key or something like that.
Don't
But,
matter
like,
what it is.
When they were talking about way back in the beginning, he's like, oh, he's powered or whatever, is pulling his stuff from Dormammu or something like that.
Dark Dimension, yeah.
Yeah.
But it made it seem like he didn't need that shit to open up.
He didn't. He doesn't.
So then, why was it important for him to put that on, like them to cut to that scene and then before he stabbed her?
Because you still need that to do the portal.
That's what I'm asking.
She's saying it made it seem like he was strong enough to make it without it.
No,
But no one-
everybody had to
Everybody.
do it.
had to-
Everyone
everybody
needs
had to
that
use
thing
it.
to make the
See,
little.
Which-
I didn't even know that.
Which,
So.
well, yeah, but that's not.
It's
That's
just-
not
it just
canon.
kinda
That's not
made
like
it-
in the comics. But I like that they did that, and I like that they did a few other things because they really downgraded the magic in this movie.
Yeah.
It looked really good, but like they made them be able to coexist in the same universe as other MCU people.
It just
Because
made,
in
it made
reality,
They
like
were-
in the comics,
Yeah.
fuck.
it just kind of blurred just a little bit where it's like, whenever he said that, because he was doing
No,
shit.
what they did say is he's powerful enough to bend reality like the Ancient One was doing. They didn't say anything about the portal.
He was powerful enough to do it with outside of that little glass thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
He can,
she was
he
the
can
only other
warp the
one that
actual
could warp
reality
the
without
shit.
being in the
Yeah.
glass thing. Because
She
she
was
can
the
do
only
it
other
within
one
the
that
glass.
could do it.
Yeah.
So
Because she has this drawing power from the Dark Dimension too.
yeah. So that was great.
That was so
Her
dope.
dying monologue and their whole exchange, I liked a lot. Like
Oh,
it
that
gave
lightning
a
too.
lot of
Lightning and things.
meaning.
Like, that was-
I did
Oh,
just
the
to
background
see
stuff.
the
I was looking at that too.
Like the whole moral, like it's not about you. That's
Yeah.
that's a good fucking
yeah.
some real
She
shit.
taught his ass something.
A few things. Shit.
That's what it was. Doctor Strange learning lessons.
Yeah, I want to see a movie with like just her, a prequel where she forms that shit. Well, she wouldn't be the first one, but so that was good. What happened after that?
I think
He comes back to
that rubble shit in the
the rubble
library
with
looking
Mordo, and then was like, oh, you were right.
Then everybody gets together and goes to stop him.
To Hong Kong.
Yeah, so Wong is there with everybody else there in Hong Kong.
All the extras.
Yeah,
and they don't show them die.
You
but
thought that was shitty?
That was. I don't want to say shitty because it was just how it happened. Like nobody's gonna come through and then then they're there. That's the only thing is like he's building up like no one's gonna go through. Yeah, we don't always need to see the bat fight scene or whatever because it made sense at the end. But I'm thinking like how he's like, you know what, like he's a person that it's not gonna get through me.
Oh,
and then
no.
he's building up people. But it's just like how it cut for me. It was just like, okay, well obviously this shit is already happened. Like it just had to take me like a little bit to connect it.
I like that because
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there because it did show like they were gonna try to stop them.
Yeah.
And then once Strange and Mordo got there, and then it was all fucked up because.
But I don't even think he would have been a match. Like I would.
That's what it was saying. That's what it's saying. Like, oh, they're gonna try to do whatever they can, but they also don't know how powerful they are since they do have the dark dimension with them, and that was mainly the whole thing. Like,
yeah, but it just seemed like a few, and then. I mean, that's just
just a couple
it just seemed
minutes.
like some people like, all right, guys, this is who's here right now, so this is what we got.
Oh, I agree, but I felt like that the whole movie actually.
But it's like I
felt like
no one's talking to each other. Like, hey, this guy is coming up, and then he's doing this shit to this. Oh, he beat that nigga, and then just no one's saying shit. And then all those people that are getting trained, they're just not
I agree with you with the train because there was a lot of people getting trained,
and
but there was not that many people fighting.
Unless they got killed and whatever happened. That's what I'm saying. It just seemed like, all right, guys. You guys
they're
are here
spread
right
out
now,
between like multiple sanctorums, so.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want?
But even even the New York one, there was only that one master there, and it was like, why was there only that one master there?
Because he was supposed to be nice. They said there was only one appointed to guard each sanctum.
Yeah, but there's still other people in the sanctums as well.
But then he said there's only Hong Kong left, and so wouldn't you think like, hey,
everybody go to Hong Kong?
Not like every single person, but like
Hong Kong left.
That's
the London one died first.
There was still the New York one.
They defended the New York one.
This is after New York. He goes, oh, well,
there was still the New York one.
Yeah, they just said they attacked it twice.
But then
so we know they're going to.
But then what was the point of saying, they knew he was going to Hong Kong?
Because they had already attacked New York twice.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, they only had just whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying it just seemed like so few, and then Wong just there, it just seemed like y'all are gonna go down anyway, so like if you are an extra in this scene, then here you go. That's the only thing. It wasn't bad. It was just one of those things. Like it just seemed
it worked well for me. I liked that it didn't show that actual fight scene because what they did afterwards with it was so. It was ridiculous.
I get what you're saying. Like they did have more people.
Yeah.
There, and they should have spent more people, like all the people there, rather than just having Wong out there by himself. Because it did show more people.
It was him and like 3 other people.
Yeah, but
okay, but
I think they were trying to get across that they just got fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because honestly, even if those were new trainees,
like
it wouldn't have mattered.
So
the whole end scene,
the
final battle.
So the final battle was ridiculously nice. Well,
there's 2, like the one before he goes.
Okay, yeah. So the city battle in Hong Kong, he gets there, that shit's already fucked up.
Yeah.
The dark dimension's already coming down, like consuming shit.
He like reverses the time and shit, and then like shit's flying past.
That was one of the most enjoyable moments I had in a theater in forever.
That's one of the most.
And then people were getting
like things are going in reverse while they're going forward.
As soon as Caecilius realized that what he was about to do, he tried to get over there real quick and kill him.
It's like, nah. But I don't sound like they just broke out of it though.
Yeah, because he's strong enough to break the spell.
Like,
I like that. You thought he was just gonna go backwards the whole time?
no, I was just like, damn, like
that's cool. I thought that was cool.
That was the most creative.
So then they're fighting while everybody else is going backwards.
And they're
and
like
getting
dodging
hit by
cars, and that one person got fucked up by that manhole cover.
that's or like when that one bitch got put into like the fish tank.
Yeah.
That was dope.
She didn't even know what the fuck. She was like, "Fuck, I'm in the fish."
When Caecilius got put into the wall.
Yeah. Fuck, there was so many dope parts during that.
Buildings.
That's a scene that I just want to keep fucking replaying and
The
shit.
buildings are coming.
Because that might be the most shit happening. Because everything's going backwards and they're fighting. There's random shit flying by.
Well, the most shit that you can actually catch. Because in those other scenes, like the chase scenes, there's just too much shit to even fathom. Which the special effects people need to get like blown for like weeks straight by whoever they choose. Like, like that's what they deserve.
By whoever they choose.
That's what they deserve for this shit.
Oh my god.
But I liked how once he flew up to the dark dimension, like he knew that was the only way to end this shit, which in reality it wouldn't have worked. I like that shit. Because how else is he gonna face Dormammu? Like I didn't like how he faced Dormammu in the. If you've seen the animated one, I didn't like that shit. It literally just seemed like he bitched Dormammu.
Yeah, only because also because he wasn't doing it for that long, and then he beat the best person.
Exactly. So I like how he didn't do shit to Dormammu other than annoy him enough to be like, okay. So hopefully
like,
Dormammu will be back.
I don't want to have to look at you forever, so
yeah. Which I said earlier, I think that's negative. But
that made me so happy because I was still unsure. I was like,
how is he gonna go against him?
Yeah, like I was like, oh, probably they're gonna show Dormammu at the end, or it's like, or he's just gonna get mentioned, but not like because at first they just said his name.
Oh, you were glad that he was in it.
I was glad. I was fucking proud that he was mentioned, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, there we go. That's cool. Yeah. I'm cool with that because I was not expecting him in the movie. And then I was like, oh, that's dope.
Fuck, that's really Dormammu. He's up in this bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
But
but even because when he was going through the realms, you could still see his face, like the eyes. I was like, fuck, is that Dormammu? And I was like, nah, it can't be Dormammu.
Like, is that Black Panther? Like, no.
That nigga Black Panther. That's T'Challa.
Is that Wakanda?
Yeah.
I mean, what time?
Yeah, that's the only thing. That scene, even though I really liked it, and it was funny at the same time, him just replaying the shit.
Only because he was like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah. He wouldn't have caved. He wouldn't have caved like that.
Of Guardians of the Galaxy, the dance-off at the end.
Way better than the dance-off. Yeah. I actually thought the dance-off was corny.
I did too.
I thought Ronan should have smacked the shit out of him, like fucked him up just for dancing. I would have fucked him up personally and then fucked up the planet. Like, yeah, this is good though. But that's another thing. Like when you face somebody that's so much more powerful, like how else are you gonna play it out? Because he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit to Dormammu. So that's how I want.
But I also feel like he knew that as well, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then, so he fixes everything, and then Mordo's like, "Hey, fuck y'all."
Yeah.
See, this is what I didn't get about Mordo, but I still liked it. He was the one that's like super strict on what they should be doing. Yeah. And when somebody else doesn't follow it, he's like, "Oh, fuck it." Like,
but
I can't follow this anymore because you guys aren't following it. So
and then he also, it's one thing to be like, it's like, okay, we didn't follow this, and it seems like we're not going to be following these rules, then I'll leave. But then it's like, it's not like he was trying to stop them either. Yeah. Like, because all their plans were out loud and outspoken, so.
I feel like his main quarrel was with finding out about the ancient one. Yeah. But they kind of made it more about Strange not following it.
Well, I think that was just like the final straw, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because also they did see that shift of power.
Well, I think because it only mentioned this a little bit, but he mentioned twice that he came to the Ancient One broken and like disheartened and everything. And once he finds out like his idol, his master like deceived him, that's when he's kind of like, yo, fuck this.
Everything's like based on, not really based on a lie. Yeah, actually, it's based on a lie.
So yeah,
and then she's telling him not to do this while she was doing it. Mm-hmm. So the hypocritical aspect of it.
So he bounced, and then nothing really happened after that, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to critics up.
How the fuck are you gonna tell me?
Well, he took old dude's
that was
mojo.
No, but I think,
no, that's after the credits.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
When I feel like those two connect, but like his hands are still shaking at that ending scene. And then
when you put on the watch, I like that scene.
Yeah, like and whatever, and then whenever you get into that, I think those kind of relate.
I feel like they did that just because he has that sense of that reality.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they're trying to tell you he's only just begun. Like he has not even tapped into, because he's not the Sorcerer Supreme in this movie, which I like. I like. I thought they were gonna make him Sorcerer Supreme by the end of the movie, and I was not gonna buy that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't either, because I was like, he don't freaking deserve it.
But one thing I will say at the end of the movie, I'm like, who the fuck would even appoint him? Because there's like nobody more.
They made it. Yeah, they didn't make it like big enough. Because who the fuck's in like. Yeah. Who the fuck's running the show now?
No one.
Exactly.
There's no one there. It's two people.
Is it Wong?
Well, it's not just two people, I don't think. Well, there has to be a lot more survivors. But it makes it seem like there's only two. I know. So I'm saying like there has to be a lot more. It's just it's not showing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But still, then I was like,
I mean, we do know there's a lot more sorcerers.
Yeah.
And we do know like there's always, but like we know all the potential Sorcerer Supremes, but because it doesn't have to be within that little.
Yeah.
So then the hand shaking, is that like? I thought he was just gonna fix his hands like right there.
Yeah.
I thought he just didn't want to.
But I thought that and seeing it. I mean, I'm probably totally wrong. I don't give a fuck. But it was with that end credit scene when he goes and takes his shit.
You thought that had to do with it?
Don't say it like it's so stupid.
Well, I don't know what you're saying. You thought Strange had something to do with...
No, I'm saying that them showing his hand still shaking and all that shit, and then that end credit scene when he's goes to that guy and fucks him up and he falls to the ground and can't walk and all that stuff and he's all like that anymore. I thought those kind of correlated in a way.
Why?
Because it's like... I don't mean, never mind. It's just some
I get what you're saying because it did have a correlation as in he has to use magic constantly to make his hands straight.
Steady.
But what he's saying is like, I don't think he wanted to do that because he wanted to have that sense of reality.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well then when we get to that, first end credit scene. That was basically the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm. What was the first scene?
First end credit scene was Thor.
I liked
sitting
it.
down with Thor.
I liked it a lot.
That was dope.
I forgot about that.
Even he had the fucking tea.
Even Thor was mind
the fucking tea, and he's like, "Oh, you don't like tea? What do you like?"
That video where Thor has like his roommate or whatever.
Yeah.
He's wearing the same shit as that video.
Oh, was he?
Really?
Yeah, he's wearing the same thing. So it's like, wait, is that canon? You had a roommate on Earth and shit?
Well,
I mean,
no.
it's probably not, but like,
it
makes it seem like he just took the Uber from wherever he was and just showed up.
I will say like Thor. I wish he would have been dressed in like Thor garb, but they were probably covering him up because he wasn't built as much, like he wasn't on the regiment or whatever.
He didn't look like it. He looked little to me.
So, but I liked how they basically said that Doctor Strange is going to be in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Like they basically said, like I'm coming with you, which I.
It's like when you find your father, like you're done. You're gonna leave. You're gonna leave Earth. Like okay. I hope you find them.
But I told Mooks in the theater, like, I feel like Ragnarok now is going to be the Civil War for all the people that didn't get into Civil War. Because it's going to have so many characters, it's not even funny.
But yeah, that makes total sense, though. Like that.
That's cool to me.
That makes total sense.
I want them to give Hulk so much shine that too many
it's not going to happen.
Too many characters are going to be
no, I mean,
in there. Like,
it's better. It's most likely going to happen. It's like better than like Wolverine has a shot. So I hope that Hulk gets some love. And it's Hulkbuster. Or Hulkbuster.
World Breaker?
World Breaker.
I doubt he.
I don't
Well,
think we'll
he
see
won't
a
be
World
in
Breaker.
Ragnarok. Definitely. Like if he came
But the
back
show
in
is
like
the show is armor, so
that's Planet Hulk,
That's
not
fine,
World Breaker.
yeah.
oh, that's fucking right. You're right. That's
So
when he comes back.
so I like that. I like that end credit scene. It was amusing with like the whole beer or meat or whatever shit.
How the fuck did he fill that? Was that Doctor Strange filling that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else gonna fill up?
Yeah,
That's why
exactly.
Thor was like looking
Yeah.
at it like, oh, cool.
I was like,
Like, wait, this,
And then he
is that
drank
a
it all the
power?
way down.
Yeah.
Is that a power I didn't know he had? Power of beer.
More beer.
another.
Another.
You know what? I don't know how else they would have dropped that hint that he's going to be in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Or at least have some cameo in it. So I like how they did it. I don't know how Thor got there or how he found Strange or any of that.
Maybe he
I
helped
feel
him
like
find
Strange
home.
I feel like
him.
yeah, it made it seem like Strange found him.
Maybe he helps.
How the
find
fuck
home.
would he find him?
He's the fucking Doctor
So what?
Strange.
Asgard?
Yeah.
Well,
He was
no,
because
because
Asgard though. He was on Earth.
yeah, they were.
No, I know. How
No.
did he find Thor? Thor's not on Earth.
I know, but he also knew that.
No,
He also knew
said
that-
Thor was on Earth.
Yeah, he said.
Thor
you-
shouldn't have been on Earth.
Yeah,
he
he
wasn't
shouldn't
there
have
during
been.
Civil War.
He left at the end of
But
Age
then,
of
but then he
Ultron.
said Loki.
They
He said Loki were on Earth
Yeah.
So that
they
means
said
it happened-
Loki were on Earth.
at a weird time.
No.
Yeah, he said Loki. He said you and your
And
brother,
Loki were
your
in
brother,
New York.
Loki.
We're
your brother
in New York
in
during
New York.
you know the first Avengers.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I think
what
he
he's
was
referencing,
referencing.
yeah.
He said you
Oh.
guys were on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if Thor was in Asgard, he would have had Asgard shit on, not regular clothes.
You know what? I think this takes place before that shit. Now that I think about it, this could have
Before-
taken place.
Around Avengers time.
No,
No,
I'm thinking
like
I
right
thi-
before Avengers 2. But the Civil War hasn't taken place. I don't
No,
think.
because
before Civil War.
it had to be.
It had to be like after
Had to be
Thor.
three.
It had to be after Thor 3. What? After Thor 3.
After Thor 2.
I mean-
After Thor 2, yeah.
Thor
Yeah, I
2.
think it's after Thor 2.
Yeah, maybe.
But then-
But Loki was in Asgard.
Avengers. Time,
Loki was missing.
Yeah, he said we're looking for my dad.
Because at the end of Thor 2,
Yeah.
Loki sitting
That would
on
make
the
sense.
throne,
Oh,
Yeah.
and Odin's
I don't know. There
Which
wasn't-
means,
there
like,
wasn't
why-
enough hints to put it
Yeah.
in between one of these movies. I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I have to see it again too.
Damn.
But
Either
we
way.
do know like it's between that and Civil War.
Yeah, because he wasn't on Earth during Civil War. And if he was, then I want to know what the fuck he was doing.
No, because then if it was like he would be in
He was
Asgard
fucking
stuff.
What he was doing.
Yeah.
Dick and Jane.
Yeah, even at the end.
Oh fuck no! It's before Age
At
of
the
Ultron.
end of Age of Ultron, he
Yeah.
says, "I'm bouncing."
Yeah,
I
so it's
have other-
between
yeah.
because he leave
So it had to be before
before
Age
Age
of
of
Ultron.
Ultron.
But the Avengers Tower they show was the Age of Ultron one and not the first Avengers
Yeah,
one.
that's what I was about to say.
But who knows? I mean, it could have been that for a long time. We didn't see it being built. Okay, so the second end credit scene was good. And that's why I feel like they didn't give Baron Mordo that much shine during the movie because he's going to get a lot of shine in the next one.
That's why I feel like they progressed him so well.
Yeah. That's why I liked him a lot.
If that end credit scene wasn't there, Mordo would have kind of.
Yeah, it could have been like
Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean,
But
like,
still, you saw him bounce.
Yeah.
Like, did you really need to see? I guess you kind of wanted to see his reason because that
But-
was a
Yeah,
pretty weak reason.
because
I
that
was
was
bouncing,
weak.
but we also
yeah.
did. It's better to see like which angle, like where he's gonna go.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
Yeah.
That's good that they put that in there.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much sorcerers. I get that.
Because in the comics, that fool's kind of evil. So,
Stole his mojo.
so what the fuck? Like he's just gonna. Is he just gone or is he?
He's like, you guys aren't good enough, so I'm leaving. But in the comics, yeah, he was like,
That's fucked up though. They made that. They get that
Yeah.
cerebral palsy and shit. Like the fool go back to fucking.
It's like, what the fuck, man? That sucks so much.
But fuck, I mean,
this motherfucker really thought a crowbar would do shit.
yeah, nigga, you have magic. Yeah,
What
like,
is that? He's like,
but
Well, no. I don't think he's a sorcerer. He was
knows
just
magic.
able. I don't think he does. I think he just knew the bare minimum to channel the
That-
magic power.
I mean, she did say she said like he learned, he was there and then they offered him basically the same thing
and he said
That's
no.
right.
and
He
said
he
no,
wasn't strong
so-
enough. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they said
So,
he was
so that's
strong
what you're
enough.
saying? That's why you thought it was correlation?
I'm saying it's a correlation because, yeah, the only reason why he's using shit is basically for a selfish reason when you look at it. And so when they had his hands shaking at the end, Doctor Strange, it's like, you know what? He's taking, he's like, it's not about me. So my hands, whatever, it's not going to whatever be
Good
me.
point.
So then
I
when
think
he
you
took
explained
his
that a lot
shit,
better,
it's
yeah.
like, you know what? There's too many sorcerers. There's too many selfish bitches like you that are just using it solely for this. And you're just doing it for your own selfish agenda. That's what I'm saying. I think those two had a correlation with each other, even if it's not correct.
Yeah, I do think there's a correlation.
But Mordo is fucking getting rid of sorcerers.
No,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah, I
I
don't
know
think-
that.
yeah.
But it's just like, you still seeing that, and then all that stuff, like, I think those are...
Yeah. Good point.
Fuck.
That's kind of it, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let us know what you thought about the movie, or if you're even gonna see the movie. I feel like a lot of people don't want to see this shit.
That's
too
fine.
bad.
I feel like you're. I want to say you're just missing out like a good movie, cause like out of the scale from other Marvel movies.
Well, let's rate it. Yeah, that's what we missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
But even though I don't think it was one of the best Marvel movies, I think I enjoyed it more than
It is
lot
enjoyable.
of
Is that what I
movies.
said?
Yeah.
it's like
That's what you said?
there's
Yeah.
one Marvel movie's kind of like
Like
that.
there was some scenes that I literally could repeat, and there's not a lot of Marvel movies where I was like repeat. Just some of the scenes were so fucking nice.
8-8.
8-8? Oh, I'm not gonna give it an 8-8. Fuck that.
Fuck, I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
Shit.
No, I'm gonna give them an 8.5 because they had some big balls on this one. Some of those scenes, I'm like, I don't think a lot of audiences are gonna feel that. Like the astral form shit when they're in the doctors in the emergency. I think some people are gonna be like, what am I watching right now? But I liked it. So the fact that they were that risky, I want to see with the box office if this has legs, because a lot of people see it first weekend, obviously, but after that, I don't know. We'll see. Just for Marvel, I hope they get big box office. But 8.5, yeah, I took your shit, D Wills.
8.5.
Oh yeah, get on that dick.
We already know the money
No, I
gave it
get
a
it.
6.9.
6.9.
Hasn't seen it.
Yeah, 6.9.
He comes up from behind the couch. 6.9.
All right, Johnny boy.
I gave it a 9.4.
Damn.
Fuck!
That's like one of your highest rated movies that we've ever reviewed.
Because...
No, it's gotta be the highest.
No.
Because
Birth of a Nation.
gave it a
Oh.
10. But, low key shout out for that. But, 9.4,
Not low key. That movie's fucking brilliant. Okay, go.
9.4 because this movie made me laugh. It made me think.
Make
And
me
it
cry.
made me... I mean, it almost kind
I'm like,
of did.
who's gonna say
It almost kind of made me cry because I
Really?
like
Which spot?
this movie because
The
it
death
has...
of the ancient one?
Well, yeah, but it's like it has so much to do with time, and I think time is the most coveted thing and the most wasted thing at the same time. And when she said that shit, like time is relative, that was like fuck yes. And then I just think how everything was captured and how like, you know what? You might know shit, but you still don't know shit. Like all that stuff kept going on in that movie, and I think like
you know shit, but you don't know
I
shit.
think the only reason it's not even a 10 is just because the negative reasons that I thought. So that's the only reason.
We totally skipped over the Infinity Stone part too.
What? Agamotto?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, there's an Infinity Stone if you didn't already know.
Shit.
Kevin? Kevin
Well, we can
Feige
talk
already
about that
said
and
it.
when we like address the whole MCU. But yes, there is an Infinity Stone. It's the Eye of Agamotto.
It's the time stone.
But who knows? Like,
Right? Who would
Yeah.
have thunk it was the time
Who
stone?
would have thunk it?
yeah.
Everybody get ready?
So
Yeah.
there's our review for Doctor Strange.
Let us know in the comments what y'all think of the movie, of us, of our review. If you saw it, if you're gonna see
Now
it.
what you think of it, I ain't gonna fuck.
I mean, you can, but fuck your mother. We'll catch you next time. Special critics.
Woo.
How the fuck are you gonna tell me Havoc is introducing?
I mean, are we missing anybody else?
Strange.
That's what he just said. Anybody else besides the main character?
Dormammu.
Motherfucker.
That's fine, I'll cut it out. People don't even know he's gonna be in the movie,
Oh
dude.
my god. Well, I saw the fucking cartoon and I fucking thought he was gonna be in the movie, so fuck. Get on some dumb shit like me.
Okay.
They're not even X-Men in this movie. It's like a first.
It's like, oh, the X-Men were dead, but we're gonna bring them back.
And Mystique can catch a dick. She did not. Yo, this gay motherfucker. Oh my god. Look at the I haven't seen it. So, has anyone in the couch seen it? I have. And I liked it. Why did you like it? Because, oh my god. It's so nice. Got a nice sample, nice beat, fucking.
It's well lyrical, it's really nice. The flow just matches.
It fits his voice. And it's a really good, like, message.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what fit even better with the
sample.